Hi everyone, Ashish Kyal here. Very warm welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul. And it's fantastic to have all of you over here. This is a very quick talk about what is mentorship, how you have to use price and time, and बहुत सारे चीजें, बहुत सारे questions जो हमें आ रहे थे. So I thought the best way to address those questions is to talk about it in a webinar, and that's how I am right now here live in front of you. So I would like to ask you all, how have you been doing? And ट्रेंडिंग मार्केट हमेशा ट्रेड करने में मजा आता है, क्योंकि ट्रेंड मार्केट, अगर मार्केट का ट्रेंड आपने सही डायरेक्शन में पकड़ा है और आप राइड कर रहे हो सिंपल ट्रेल करके, आई मीन दैट्स द इजीएस्ट वे टू मेक मनी इन द मार्केट्स. So many of the people have been asking me that what is my trading style, what do I do I buy options, do I sell options, do I trade in futures, and a lot of those questions keep coming up. So I thought why not to go live and talk about it and what do I do. So देखिए ऐसा है, I apply any technique and every technique that is helping me to make money. किया होगा, या you have looked at what I have been tweeting and sharing across. I just want to tell you that if you have been following me, you might have understood about the 3 rules of candlestick. Those 3 rules, I'm not talking about patterns, I'm not talking about any complications, I'm only talking about the rules of candlestick. और वो 3 बेसिक रूल्स डाउ थियरी के हिसाब से अगर आपने देखा होगा 1 आवर चार्ट पे, not a single hourly chart, single hourly candle has closed above the prior candle high, following the 3 rules. The 3 rules are high above prior high, low above prior low, and close above prior high. So I use that as a very important aspect for deciding what is the trend. Once I have decided the direction of the trend, then I use Elliott wave and in order to understand what is the maturity of the trend, Elliott wave or Neo wave. So Neo wave, I would say, is advanced of Elliott wave. I use that to know कि भाई market में कितना steam है, is it starting a down leg, is it in completion of the down leg, how mature the trend is. Once I know that trend maturity, I decide whether I want to buy option here, because if the trend is just starting, buying option is the best way, because that's where you will be able to make money. If the trend is looking matured, but you still want to ride that on the downside. So for example, अगर अभी का आप trend देखोगे, already Nifty down है 400-500 points, it looks like matured, but I'm still bearish. So in that case, I might want to sell options to ride it. Next, so that's the next technique that I use. Pause that. Then I combine this technique along with time cycle. This is one of the most important innovation, I would say, that I have done over the period of years of my research, where I'm combining time cycle along with Neo wave. The reason I am doing that, I'm combining this concept of time with Neo wave, is exactly because अगर आपको पता है कि मार्केट का टाइम सेल साइड में है, so for example, at any given point of time, you might have multiple time cycles. Now, people who are a part of mentorship might be aware about it, or master of cycles. So what I am saying is, if my 85-week cycle is down until June 2023, if my 55-day cycle is down until 17th of April 2023, my short-term cycles that I am looking at, which जो मैंने ट्वीट किया था आज सुबह 10 बजे के आसपास, या कल का जो दिन था, I'm using those short-term cycles on a 15-minute chart as a pullback. I'm not buying that cycle. वो pullback की opportunity पे, then I'm looking for risk reward to re-enter more positions on my selling side. Until when do I continue to do this? Until I get a confirmation basis of wave theory, basis of 2-stage confirmation कि यार ट्रेंड जो था वो रिवर्स होके ऊपर जा रहा, then I will change my stand from selling to buying. So what I am trying to tell you guys is that these are very, very simple way of looking at the market. So what did I talk about? What methods I combine? I'm combining right from candlestick, 3 candle method, along with Elliott wave, Neo wave, and then timing it right from 85-week cycle to 55-day cycle to 15 minutes time frame cycles, and basis of that deriving my trade. Is it complicated? No. It is simple, it is easy, but you should know the correct application of it. Because what happens is people simply look at what I'm also tweeting, and I'm mentioning it very prudently कि यार समझो ठीक से मैं क्या बोलने चाहता हूं, and उसके बाद आप ट्रेड करो. Exactly what I mentioned even on the Saturday webinar, that we are expecting a pullback. Pullback का मतलब है कि एक possible है यहाँ से up move आ सकता है. But we need to get a price confirmation on a 1 hour time frame chart. I'm asking you all, if you would have been trading basis of that, don't you think you get a classic opportunity to know when to re-enter the positions? Don't you think that if that information of 18,134, I gave it to you 5 days before, that 18,134 will remain intact until 17th of April 2023. Is that information not good for you? What I am trying to tell you is that I am giving you all of these time levels and dates with a very high confidence. But होता क्या है, क्या आप उसे सही तरीके से ट्रेड कर पा रहे हो? क्या आप उसमें स्टॉप लॉस लगा पा रहे हो? क्या आप एंटर कर पा रहे हो रिस्क रिवॉर्ड पे? Are you able to ride the trend and make it big? That's the job of a mentor, to ensure that with this information that I am giving it to you, how do you ride the trend? Trading, I'm telling you, requires multiple skills, and those skills require right from understanding the market, a trade setup, risk management, money management, and above that, trading psychology. You might have the most of the ingredients, but do you have the right mindset to make money by trading the market? That's the question. It's very important, because no one is talking about trading mindset. I'll give you a classic example. समझो आपको 2-3 बार consecutively loss हुआ एक trade setup पे. The 4th time that trade setup shows up, you will not take the trade. It's a natural tendency of avoiding it, becoming risk averse. इसे कहते हैं हम, आप risk taking से risk averse हो गए. It's a very normal cognitive bias. Now you will not take the 4th trade. What will happen if the 4th trade that you did not take goes sharply? समझो ये वाला ट्रेड आपने नहीं लिया शॉर्ट साइड पे और मार्केट गिर गया 300 पॉइंट. आप क्या करोगे? You will be very much impatient now. यार मार्केट ऊपर जाना चाहिए, ऊपर जाना चाहिए. Why? Because you did not take the trade. Now what will happen if next day again market falls down? Now you can't wait. You will initiate short positions, knowing at the back of the mind, this is not the right trade. But you don't want to really miss out. होता है आप लोगों के साथ में fear of missing out, FOMO feeling आता है आपके साथ में कि यार miss out हो रहा है trend. So don't you think you then start jumping into it? You start criticizing, you start getting irritated, you start getting frustrated, and then you start pointing to everyone else because of which you are not making money. And that's when you lose money. That is exactly where you need a mentor to tell you what to do next. Don't you think so? Because a mentor has seen this phase of life and is still seeing it, and is knowing how to overcome these kind of weaknesses. Because trading is not only about trade setup, trading is also a lot about the exact right mindset that you have to trade. So your one wrong trade is not costing you financially only this time. This wrong trade is going to cost you subsequent trades that you are going to take. That is very, very important. आपको समझना होगा कि भाई एक रॉन्ग ट्रेड किया है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं चलेगा, क्योंकि एक के बाद दूसरा रॉन्ग ट्रेड और तीसरा रॉन्ग ट्रेड अगर हुआ, योर कॉन्फिडेंस will go down, your anxiety will go up. You need someone to tell you what to do at that point of time, and that is what mentorship is all about. So that is what we are going to do starting from 18th of March, which is Saturday, in this mentorship program. How to time the market, how to look at those things, and how to go in a very systematic process in a step-by-step fashion. We are going to give you tools and techniques that you can apply in the market, right from time cycles, Hurst time cycles I'm talking about, to Elliott wave, to Neo wave. Is it necessary for you to master all of these methods? Absolutely not. Can you not trade only using a simple Dow theory? Yes. But if you want that thrill experience of forecasting the future, it's really fun to do that. What is the future suggesting? Which sector will outperform? What is when the markets will form a low? When should I buy? Okay. अगर आपको ये सारी चीजें सीखनी है तो you have to dwell into time and wave theory. लेकिन क्या मैं ट्रेड कर सकता हूं ऑप्शंस में विदाउट नोइंग दिस टेक्निक्स? Why not? You can still do it, because we will also be focusing not only on these topics, we will be looking at in the mentorship program, right from those trade setup that you can derive, looking at simple Bollinger Bands, applying with KST, applying that technique with Ichimoku cloud, and deriving a trade setup. तो हम करेंगे करंट बेसिक प्राइस एक्शन से लेके फोरकास्टिंग टेक्निक तक. अब आपके ऊपर है कि आपको कौन से मेथड को यूज करना है. सो आई कॉल दिस लाइक अ ब्रह्मास्त्र. इट्स अप टू यू विच वन यू वांट टू यूज इट फॉर योर ओन ट्रेडिंग, एंड दैट इज रियली रियली वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. होता है ना बहुत बार कि हमने सही एंटर तो किया लेकिन एग्जिट कहाँ करे. अडानी ग्रुप स्टॉक्स में यू माइट हैव विटनेस दैट कि अगर यार एंटर नहीं किया फिर लोअर सर्किट लग गया अडानी पावर पे, नीचे गया, क्या करना है. That creates so much of anxiety, because do you have a plan? Remember one thing that I will be also starting with all of my mentees is, do you have a clear-cut strategy and a plan? What is your entry? What is your exit? And what is your leverage? What is your risk? ये आपका प्लान रेडी होना चाहिए पेपर पे बिफोर द मार्केट ओपन्स, नॉट आफ्टर द मार्केट ओपन्स, बिकॉज वंस द मार्केट इज ओपन यू बिकम इम्पल्सिव. होता है ना कि यार अगर आपको फॉरेस्ट में जाके रहना है, जंगल में रहना है, यू हैव टू फाइट विद एनिमल, यू नीड टू गेट ट्रेन्ड हियर फर्स्ट, देन यू आर ready to go there. Unless you get trained here, you can't really do anything there in the jungle. Suddenly that impulsive survival instinct will kick in. It's no different than this, what I'm giving you as an analogy. Market is no different than that, because your survival instinct will kick in and you don't know how you are going to react. It's very necessary that you have a plan, a clear-cut strategy, a method, and you stick with that method. Your trade setup, we will develop a trade setup that you need to use. Are you going to trade 100 times looking at the same trade setup? If yes, that's the right method. होता क्या है, इस टाइम ये देखा, मूड हुआ, कर लिया, नेक्स्ट टाइम कुछ और देख के कर लिया. वैसे करेंगे तो पैसा कैसे बनेगा दोस्तों? क्योंकि पैसे कमाने के लिए आपको मेथड होना चाहिए, ट्रेड सेटअप रेडी होना चाहिए, राइट माइंडसेट होना चाहिए, ट्रेडिंग साइकोलॉजी पे फोकस करना है, डिसिप्लिन्ड होना चाहिए. ये सारी चीजें, ये 5 चीजें कंबाइन करेंगे तब जाके आपका पैसा बनता है मार्केट से. लोगों को लगता है मार्केट से पैसा कमाना है यार, ऐसे ही जाओ ट्रेड करो, बन गया, नेक्स्ट डे डबल लगाओ, बन गया, तीसरे टाइम सब कुछ चला गया. होता है ऐसा? Don't do that. Don't gamble. This is not a gambling machine. This is a scientific study I am talking about, and it is possible for you to trade successfully using this science of trading that I'm going to give it to you. The point is, if you think कि यार मार्केट चलता है न्यूज के कारण, I am going to ask you lot of questions. अगर न्यूज के कारण मार्केट चलता है तो कोविड-2 जब आया, निफ्टी 7,511 से लेके 14,000 तक गया कोविड-2 के बावजूद. Why? That's the question that you have to ask. Because if the news is driving the market, it's not the news. If you look at Adani Group stocks, December में Adani Group stocks formed the top. Post December, consecutively for 22 days, Adani Port not closed above a prior day high. Okay, do you know that? And the news came out much later, which means that whatever was supposed to happen was happening behind the scenes before. And I am telling you this, that you should know how to read behind the scenes if you want to make money from the market. Not after the news is out, everyone is jumping in any which ways. Before the news is out, how do you read the market? That's what we are going to do in this mentorship program. Reading behind the scenes, what is not visible to a normal people. That is what I'm going to show it across. And trust me, friends, it is possible to read the charts and know what's going to happen in the future, despite of the events, despite of the news, despite of everything else. I'm so confident in telling you this because I worked with Lehman Brothers in 2008. I believe that यार कुछ भी हो जाए, stock market तो ऐसे ही गिर रहा है, Lehman Brothers will be saved. And Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy. जो आप अभी SVB बैंक के बारे में देख रहे हो, this is nothing new. This is very common on Wall Street. कोई नई चीज नहीं हुई है. 2008 का Lehman crash, Bear Stearns bankrupt, कितना कुछ नहीं हुआ. And I was a part of it. I have seen it inside out because I was working there. And मुझे पता है क्या होता है जब जॉब ओवरनाइट आपको लगता है यार जॉब ही नहीं है, लोन पे करना है, ये करना है, वो करना है, कैसे करेंगे? That's when I decided that you should have a parallel source of income, because only if you have a parallel source of income, or I would rather say passive source of income, you can survive this kind of financial crisis. You know, I'll tell you one thing honestly, very honestly. In US, people are not much worried about it. You know why? Because in US, if they lay you off, they get severance package of 3-6 months. Apart from this, if you don't have a job, you get a job relief measures from the government directly credited every month, and the amount is substantial. I'm telling you, which gets credited in your account. So you don't really have to worry about survival outside in US, in the US or UK or European Union, other places. But yahan par, it's not possible. If you don't have a job, the first thing that pops up in your mind, how I'm going to pay the EMI. Hota hai? The reason I'm telling you this, I have been through that cycle. I have seen it happening. And that's when I took charge of my life and I said, no more doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. I want to build my own passive source of income, and I have done that. And it is possible to do it from the market. Question आता है market को देख के, क्या पैसा कमाना possible है? Don't you think it's possible? For 2 decades I am trading in the market. 2 decades. 2005 का penny stock crash भी मैंने witness किया. It's been more than 2 decades. It is possible, friends. और ये करना ऐसा नहीं है कि ये मुश्किल है. लेकिन अगर if you have someone to tell you how to go about it, how to avoid those pitfalls, how to become disciplined, what methods to follow in a very systematic, scientific way, life becomes very easy. It becomes on a fast track. जो चीज आपको शायद 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 साल लग जाए, that can happen in just few months of time. That's what mentorship does. You know, that's what a mentor does. It's very important to understand that the learning time curve that you have can be reduced in a small time capsule if you have a mentor. So that's what we are going to do. Now, let me very quickly talk about what is this mentorship going to do. On Saturday, when we meet for 3 hours, I'm going to first talk about your strength, your weakness. We will maintain an Excel sheet mentioning each of those parameters. What's your goal? Do you want to trade intraday or you want to trade positionally? What's your risk management? How much risk are you willing to take? What it should be your money management? How much capital do you have? ये सारी चीज हम डॉक्यूमेंट करेंगे एक्सेल शीट में. उसके बाद में we will then move forward to looking at certain trade setups. You will document each and every trade for 3 months in an Excel sheet. You will maintain a trade book, each and every trade that you are taking in an Excel sheet. You will revisit the charts that you have taken a trade which did not work. I will do that with you. You will visit the charts that worked. It is so important. It is so basic. लेकिन कितने जन करते? Tell me honestly, how many of you maintain your trade sheet, your research sheet, your charts, your learnings from each of the trade that you have taken, and how you are planning to improvise? ये सारी चीजें करना इतना important है. I speak with my friends. I ask them, वो लोग ने ट्रेड लिया, छोड़ दिया, पैसा बन गया तो बन गया, नहीं बना तो मैं बोला, boss, are you here to make some serious money, to make a killing, to make it big, or are you here to entertain yourself? If agar entertainment karna hai, to there are better ways. Go to a casino. Don't entertain yourself in markets, because the price that you can pay is going to be very heavy. But if you want to really make this is your trading career, generate that parallel source of income along with your job, then yes, trading can be done successfully from the market and making money is possible. For that, you require a very clear-cut methods, trade setup that suits your style of trading. Aapki style alag hai. See, every one of us has a different personality. What is your trading personality? That is so important to understand. What is your style of trading? That is important to understand. What is the risk appetite you have? Someone is okay losing 10,000 a day. Someone is okay losing just 1,000 a day. Or someone, yaar, lakh rupiya bhi chala gaya to chalega. That is the risk. Each one of you are different. So how do you expect to mimic some other trader? There have been so many, things that have launched. You copy the other trader and try to make money. I am telling you, it will never happen in your life, because you cannot copy anyone else. You are unique to yourself, and you should know what is your skill set. And that is what I want to polish in this mentorship program. So we are going to then look at, from day 1 to day 3, we will look at those aspects. Then we will move on to option trading program. 2 days of option trading program hum karenge. In option trading using technical analysis, which we call as OTA. From there, then we will have a live trading session. Saath mein trade lenge options mein, live market mein, kaise dekh ke trade lena hai. Post that, we will then again move to the concepts of time. How do you time? Because options ko time nahi kiya to kya maza. Option buying mein, especially if you want to make money in that multiplier effect, then timing becomes the key. So we will look at time. Next, after doing that, we will then slowly start building up onto the concepts of rating Excel. Rating Excel का मतलब होता है ये 4, 5, 6 पैरामीटर्स है, इसके ऊपर हम रेट करेंगे स्टॉक्स को. What is the outcome? Is the rating good enough for me to buy or sell? We will prepare a rating Excel. Along with that, we will prepare a stock selection algo. So for example, on CNBC Khiladi, the show is going on even this week. I'm already making nearly 6.57% in just 2 days of time in a falling market, buying a stock. So, कैसे ये stock select किया, कौन से basis पे किया? I'm going to talk about that. Volumes को कैसे देखना है? Volume profile में देखेंगे. So, ये चीजें करेंगे. Then we build up on neo wave, the concepts of wave theory, if you want to forecast the future, step by step approach, and then we discuss it out daily. We have already formed a private Telegram group for people who are already discussing, posting their queries, their doubts, what they are doing. Already the group is kicking right now. And we will be giving these, also ensuring that aap kahin pe bhi atke ho, to what is the solution? I'm not going to give you, aaj ye trade lena hai, ye buy karna hai, kal ye sell karna hai. Arey yaar, wo karne ke liye to you don't have to join mentorship, you don't have to learn, you can just do it. But I'm going to initiate you towards how you have to think in the right direction, how you have to trade in the direction of the market, and how you have to ride the trend till the end. That is the key of making money. I'm telling you, that's how it works. People simply are searching for one method which is 100% correct. You will never find a solution. There can't be a method which is 100% right. There can be methods which is 70, 80, 90% accurate, but cannot be 100%. So what is that method which is 70, 80% right, 20, 30% wrong? That is perfect. But do you have that conviction to use that method every single time for next 100 times? If not, then you need to ask a mentor, is my method right? Where I am going wrong? Can I improvise? Can I make more out of it? Can I squeeze more out of it? That is what it takes. And to make you believe that what I'm talking, on a very serious note, I have written a book, Effective Trading in Financial Markets. That's the book behind me. You can see that's my book that I've authored and published worldwide. I have won Khiladi #1 shows like, I don't know, maybe 14, 15 times on CNBC TV 18, Bullseye, ET Now. A lot of times I have won. I've written for Journal of Technical Analysis for NIBM. I have written for International Federation of Technical Analysts in London. I have written for Society of Technical Analysts in Singapore. I have written for Chartered Market Technician newsletters in US. I was a speaker in China Investment Forum. The reason I am saying all of those things is not to boast about myself. I am trying to tell you that something is working in the market, and that's why I'm being invited by all of these associations to talk on that topic, which means whatever I am doing, I have very well documented every single thing that I'm going to talk about and give it to you in this mentorship program. Are you ready to be a part of this lifelong association with me? Is the question that you need to ask yourselves. The price for this mentorship program, you are already aware about it, is 1,20,000 plus taxes. The point is, the problem is, you look it like a fee. You are not looking it like an investment. Because if you are investing in knowledge, it's going to stay with you for lifetime. Now you imagine what is the yield that you are going to get. Guys, I'm a stock trader. For me, the most important aspect is what is my ROI, what is the yield, how much I'm going to make out of it. That's the question that one person should be asking. If you are going to watch a movie and you say that I'm entertaining myself, I understand 500 rupees is a waste because the popcorn cost itself aajkal 2000 rupees ho gaya. So what I'm trying to tell you is that this is an investment in knowledge which is going to be with you for lifetime. The ROI, you calculate how much it is. I'm sitting here right now talking to all of you in front of you, even after 10 years, not 10, 15 years of bankruptcy of Lehman Brothers is only because I invested in knowledge. I did my CMT in 2007, cleared all 3 levels in 1 year of time. I was able to do that, and that's why I'm here. So investment in knowledge is very important, and it is very, very crucial for you to understand that only if you have a method, a scientific approach, a probability, and a mentor, you can do that. So that's what I'm going to do. It's a fantastic journey. We are going to have all the mentees who are here. Just be, you are simply going to love it. We are starting on Saturdays. It's an online program. It will be recorded. Recordings will be given to you for a limited time, of course, so that from day 1 you move to day 2. That is very, very important, right? So that's why we give it for limited time. And along with that, we will do it together because this association is not only for 3 months, it's going to be there for lifetime. We are going to be with you for lifetime. The reason I'm saying is there is a Telegram group which is created. There is going to be exclusive sessions, even post the mentorship, which is meant for mentees, which is going to be there for mentees exclusively, post 3 months also. So I'm not going to leave you in 3 months' time. I'm going to drag you to become a successful trader, because for me, success is not how much I make. The success is how my mentees are doing and whether they are able to make money from the markets or not. And I have enough proof, which I have shared across in earlier webinars. So many of them have been doing exceptionally well. I can name a few, but then the others will get, ki mera naam nahi liya. So I'm refraining from doing that. It's simply going to be fantastic, guys. You just have to have a method, I'm telling you, and it works. In the current market also, it works. People think, yeah, ye news driven market hai. I am telling you, this market is not news driven. This market that you are trading right now is driven by charts, and it is clearly visible on the chart what is happening. So you have to know, and you have to get an eye for it, and I will ensure you have that eye. So that is what I wanted to tell you, guys. I think it is fantastic journey, and I'm open for questions. So I just want to take a very quick poll. Do you want to be a part of this journey with me? And do you want to know about this mentorship program? So you can participate in the poll that I'm sharing across right now, and I will be taking up questions with respect to mentorship. I'm not going to talk about stock specific right now. I'm just asking you if you want to be a part of this program, which is starting on 18th of March, and which is a Saturday. And also one more thing, very, very importantly, many of you were not able to register because you wanted that EMI option. People have been telling me. So we came out with a solution to it. We have an app, Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul. I've shared across a link. My colleague has shared a link with you. You can go there, click on buy, and select the EMI option there. Once you select the EMI option, you can pay in EMI also. That's a possibility for people who wants to avail that option. So make use of those things. It's an investment in knowledge. So I thought, why not to make you aware about it? The link is shared across by my colleague. You just have to go on that link and you have to register yourself there for this program. You can simply, I'll share the page with you. You can simply see that that's the link I am talking about. So once you go there, you will see all of those details and you can pay in EMI. So once you click on that buy option, and you will be able to then register yourself, get this course, and you can then select the option of paying in EMI option. Okay, great to see all of you over here. I'm open for any questions. What is the capital requirement for this trading? For training, I think you should have at least a lakh of rupees, right? Because then you will do something meaningful out of it. क्योंकि यार 10,000 20,000 में क्या बनेगा? आपको लगता है आप zero to hero वाला गेम खेल के बनाओगे? But it's not going to be easy task. So you need at least 1 lakh. No software is required. Whatever software you have freely available, you can use that for now. No software required. So you can make use of that and you can do that. Okay, there is another question. Can a fresher also join? Yes, of course. You don't have to be in the market for long. You are a fresher. You don't know much about markets. Don't worry. You can be a part of it. Harminder Singh, the MI is different. Yes, there is some kind of an interest component, of course. So Harminder, just drop your number. My colleague will call you and explain you about the process. So don't worry about it. She can help you register with this program. Dhruv has already registered. Shalini is here. Fantastic, guys. Great. And Krishna Pawar for office bearer. Krishna, sure. Just ensure you are a part of this wonderful life transformation journey, and it will make things. We will do it together. I'm telling you that. It is important that you, whatever you do in life, do it with complete involvement. I mean, as if there is no tomorrow. Once you give yourself to it, things will yield. I'm telling you. And that's what I do in this mentorship program. You should see me on Saturdays, guys. When I am conducting this 3 hours of session, there is absolutely, people just don't talk. And I just don't know why no one is talking, because they simply love it. You know, at times it happens that they are simply so driven by it that they just can't stop listening. The reason being, whenever I am conducting these paid programs that I have, I'm completely involved in what I'm talking about and making sense, because I'm trading it. I'm just not teaching it. I'm trading what I'm teaching, and that's why it makes it fun, right? That's what I am doing. Fantastic. So be a part of this, guys. I think it's already more than 30 minutes since I'm talking. Did you realize that? It's always fun to be talking to all of you. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Ashish Kyal here. Ensure whatever you do in life, get completely involved in it and make it happen. Make it big. That's what we want, because time is ticking away. And if time is ticking away, you need to ensure that you can make it big only now, not later, because time चलता जा रहा है और हमें पता नहीं हम कितने टाइम यहाँ पर रहने वाले. So ensure that you make the most of it, make it big, make it worthwhile for every energy and time that you are spending. And I'm going to do that starting this weekend. And it's going to be a fantastic ride and fantastic journey. Guys, so the mentees, are you guys all ready with me for this journey and taking it to the next level? Starting Saturday, it's my commitment. I will ensure that whatever you are doing, you are becoming a much better, wonderful, and disciplined trader. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Ashish Kyal signing off. See you on a Saturday, starting with this mentorship journey, and it's going to life transform you. That is my commitment. Have a wonderful time.